Scars and traumas got me stranded, out of love. My mind's lost, been too ravaged. Call yourself a heartbreaker and you're bragging. Let me break it down for you, cause I need to know if you're only letting go when your heart gets too involved. Hate to see our plans
I can give you love if that hair right, if that hair right, baby damn right. My little baby sweet like she Caroline, little Caroline, I'm your man right. I know I've been fucking with your hair right, with your hair right, it ain't fair right. If you ever leave me I can't tell a lie, little Caroline, you'll be there tonight. She was on my telephone like who the fuck is her? She was on my telephone like who the fuck is her? I'll make sure that she get exactly what she deserves. Nowadays I feel like ain't no girl I couldn't curb. Every day I'm on some shit like Phineas and Ferb. She said, Louis, can you leave me for dessert? He was chasing after you while he was in the burbs. When he come to the city, I'm gon' put him on a shirt. I can give you love if that hair right, if that hair right, baby damn right. My little baby sweet like she Caroline, love Caroline, I'm your man right. I know I've been fucking with your hair right, with your hair right, it ain't fair right. If you ever leave me I can't tell a lie, little Caroline, you'll be there tonight.
Esto es una canción para los latinos.
Here's my afterglow before I go. I love you, just so you know. Words I said, only sticks and stones. Break my heart and break my bones. Why you wanna fight? Chill tonight, let's pour a cup up. No, I'm nothing special, I don't care, I'm just a fuck up. Drank too much and I know I'm a lonely, stupid sucker. I think the drugs are talking when I'm saying that I love her. Love her, that I love her. Love her, that I love her. Wake up in the morning, think of everything I said. I know I said I love you, but that isn't what I meant. Now she's yelling in my face, broken heart, this shit's a mess. But if I had a second chance, then I would do it all again, yeah. I woke up in her bed, same girl lying next to me. She kissed me, laughed, and she said this would last. How you know? Yeah, she said, why you wanna fight? Chill tonight, let's pour a cup up. No, I'm nothing special, I don't care, I'm just a fuck up. Drank too much and I know I'm a lonely, stupid sucker. I think the drugs are talking when I'm saying that I love her. Love her, that I love her. Love her, that I love her.
There's a lot of alcohol in my system right now, so you could just ignore all of this message.
Red roses on the hotel floor, thrown away under the bed next to the ghost I know. All your damn clothes decorating the stairs, empty bottles full of mistakes, goddamn heavy headache. Tell me why I can't stop thinking and drinking about you. Tell me why I can't stop dreaming stop thinking and drinking about you. Tell me why I can't stop dreaming, even though you're so damn toxic, toxic. When you cross me, I can't stop, no, I can't stop it. Toxic, toxic. When you cross me, I hate to admit, but I guess I love it. I know that it ain't okay, but I can't help myself. 'Cause I'm toxic, toxic. When you cross me, I can't stop, no, I can't stop.
Hello. Hello.
This could be the best night of our lives. I wish that you were here with me. Don't mess around when I pull up tonight. In my Jeep, it's gonna great. Girl, it's just you and me. And you got something that the mothers.
Next. Oh. What up, Alex? What up, Hertz?
Hollywood, I'm riding, I was cruising in a Benz. Another whip, I ran it, couldn't even pay my rent.
What up, Hertz? How's freaking Germany, bro?
What it cost me. Sipping from the bottle too much and I almost lost me. Catching feelings, can't catch my breath. Not perfect, girl, but I try my best. Want all of you, I won't take no less. Want all of you, I won't take no less. Waste your time here with me. Won't you stay a little while? You know I can make you smile.
Frequency. I'ma need a whole nother shot of gelato. I got a couple hundreds right next to me. Shot it right there, said she from Colorado.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm drunk as fuck, I swear I'm feeling woozy.
Wisconsin suffering. I thought it was you who was going on a little family trip to Germany. No?
I swear my lifestyle was such a movie. Everybody up
Wisconsin?
is everything.
Oh my
Shorty
God.
told me that you fuck with me. All you wanna do
No.
is do that.
Hertz, were you the one who said that you were going to go bartend? You weren't going to be back for months, right?
You could go and hit your knees. The only thing I ask is no cameras, please.
I got it in on Monday morning and not even a week in, and I have fucking COVID. Shut up, dude. No way you have COVID. Wow, I thought it was Germany, bro. I guess it's Wisconsin, huh? I have a friend from Wisconsin. Whoa. Oh, not me. Oh. Hertz, were you here for the Mystical Forest server, dude? Because I think we're going to slowly try to dive into that again, dude. But this time, like, make my own mod pack for it instead of being Bedrock. I was watching a bunch of videos on, like, how to use FTB quests and how to use custom NPCs. And then me and Sharp were talking about, like, what kind of base mods we should use. And I remember it, yes. I didn't participate, though. Yeah, I'm thinking... I think I really want to dive into that again. Because then I could make YouTube videos out of it. We can make a YouTube series out of it. We could make a whole new game out of it. It'll give me the chance to, like, create something. And I want it to be more of, like, a community-based thing. Like, it was pretty community-based at first last time. But, like, I would love to add RF dimensions and then have people, like, build their own structures that I can put into the game and stuff like that. I don't know, man. So last time I played, I made a mob farm. I want to base one of the magic mods around. It's like ours. Yeah. This shit. Oh. But I really need to learn it. Like, go down the magic side of it. Which would be cool. I fought a boss last time. I got my Supremium helmet. Didn't go the rest of the way yet, but... I was trying to do, like, this shit. This. No. I can't remember what it was. Go to freaking space, bro? Imagine. I want to go to space. MC chat ATM. Fuck, I want to play so bad. MC chat? What? I know, dude. I'm having a lot of fun with this. A lot of fun. I would love to go to the moon, bro. Imagine. I want to really dive into this mod because in Mystic Forest, I would love to have this be the base of magic in that mod. Like it would be the the mage class. Tier 1 glyphs require 3 levels of experience to be made. Reward. Okay. And I learned how to, like, make this today. Like, I know how to make my own quest book now. But going into space sounds really freaking cool, dude. To the moon. To do this, place down your launch pad and stick a tier 1 rocket right in the middle. You can sneak right click on the rocket to open the inventory, which you should fill it up with 3 buckets of fuel for a trip there. You'll also need 3 to get back. Make sure to bring an extra launch pad with you as well, just in case you lose it when landing. Once you are ready to launch, hop in and hit space to blast off. When you get into orbit, you will be greeted with a galaxy menu. Here you can select solar system and click Earth, then select the moon. When you begin your descent onto the moon's surface, make sure to hold space down to slow down. You can keep your eye on the left bar to see how far you are from the surface. Just make sure not to crash. What up, Ginger? That's fucking sick. I should really learn that stuff. I know. I think I want to go down this for magic. What's your stream schedule compared to 2022? Dude. Hey, man. I didn't stream a lot last year. I did at the beginning, but it was never like... Whatever. It is better. I know it's like here and there. It's whenever I get free time, dude. But I always prioritize this when I get free time, bro. You gotta believe me. Like, I get free time. I'm not sitting watching fucking TV. I'm not playing games solo. It's like, hop on stream. Dragula. So, Ginger, you want to talk Mystic Forest, bro? Dude. Fuck yeah, dude. I have been thinking about it all night long, dude. I think, and I know once Sharp gets in here, he'll have a list of stuff. But I was thinking, here, can I bring up notes? And everyone can help on this too. I'm gonna bring up a notepad. Fuck, dude, I started craving like gummies and shit, but I can't have any because I can't go out. Dude, just fucking DoorDash them, bro. Okay, I want biomes, oh, plenty. I want, oh, you can't see it. Hold on. I want biomes aplenty. Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax. Can I, like, change the font size? No. I want biomes aplenty. I want waystones, and we have to think about, like, if we want to do world generation, you know what I mean? We gotta really think about the mods that add, like, structures and all that kind of stuff, because you want them to generate as we make the world. I'll probably make a bunch of test worlds before we really do anything. These are just the basic ones that I want. I want Ars Novia. That was the magic mod that I was talking about, because I think that would be a good mod to go down for, like, for a mage. You know what I mean? Like, we base the mage. We want mage and melee. I think this would be the best mod to go down, just as simplicity, but also, like, integration. The amount of, like, making your own spells and doing your own damage and going down the quest line. I was thinking that I kind of want to make a lot of stuff in the pack, or in the server at least, not be allowed to be crafted. Especially mage and melee stuff. Like, I think that you should have to progress in the story to get to, like, tier 3 mage. Or, like, really what I was thinking is, I don't know if you guys have played Borderlands 2, right? My favorite game in the world is Borderlands 2, and I've always wanted to do, there's a lot of aspects in that I would love to make a game about that nobody does anymore. So, like, in Borderlands 2, or let's just talk about Minecraft, you know what I mean? If in a boss in Minecraft, the boss would drop a boss token, and the amount of times you killed the boss would be how many tokens you had, and then you could spend those tokens at the store for whatever the boss drops would be. I want, and what was in Borderlands 2 was, like, let's just say we had a fucking Yeti as a boss, right? He had a 1% chance to drop the Ice Nova sword. You know what I mean? I want you to have to go in and kill him X amount of times, and not a set amount of times. Like, I don't want it to be you kill him 30 times. Okay, that's extreme. You kill him 5 times, you get the sword. I want it to be you could get it first try, you could get it on the 30th try. And he drops one epic item. The rest of it will be like a normal drop, experience, leveling, whatever. That would be cool. Second off, I would like side characters to, and this will come in because we'll have RF quests, and this will be way cooler to do in RF quests than it was to do in a plugin through fucking plugins. In Borderlands 2, there is per player or server-wide drops per player. Whoever's fighting the boss. So if you go in as a group, it would drop the loot pool as it would normally drop the loot pool. Like, it would be its own boss room. Who's ever in the boss room would get the thing. Right? In Borderlands 2, there was this character. His name was Scooter. And he was a character that the more you went down his quest line, the more you would get stuff for your car, your vehicle. You wouldn't even get your car until you like really went in and did all that stuff. So I would like for like a mage build or a melee build. A mage build, you have to go down the quest of the wizard. May not be main story, but you could go down his quest line to get further into Ars Magica, but you couldn't build it at your house. Like, I don't want people to come in and be like, all right, I'm going to set up my claim. I'm going to put my house. I'm going to go get max tier in Ars Magica. I'm going to get fucking most overpowered I can, and then I'm going to start the story. I want it to be like you have to progress through mage to get mage items. And that won't be the only way you can get mage items, but like to learn whatever. Same with like a blacksmith quest or whatever. Also, what I thought would be really funny was I know a couple of you played while we were playing Cobblemon right before we started this ATM server. There was a mod where you could make cars, planes, warships. I think it would be cool that instead of a horse, you could go down a quest just like I was saying with Scooter, and you could build out a car. And there's medieval cars or there's magic cars. There was like carriages. I think that would be fucking hilarious to see players riding their car down to the next quest instead of a horse. Adding create for an artifact engineer. See, I was talking to Faith last night, and he said that the Ars, I keep calling it Ars Magica because that's what it used to be. Ars Noveu has a really, really good connection with the create mod if you wanted to use them together. So I think that would be really cool. We need FTB claims. We need, there's a mod that's called, literally, it's called custom NPCs. Okay. Let's do create. What else you guys thinking? Ars Nova isn't related to Ars Magica, though? Really? Wow. I remember Ars Magica from when I was a kid. That's weird, though. That's not related. Okay. Well, good to know. What is a good mod that's like melee focused? Not as crazy as like the Moors or whatever it is, that fucking mega 100 500,000. Do we want to add Origins? I think Origins steps over a line of where like it's too game changing to where like the Blazeborn, for example, like not being able to like have it rain. I feel like that would limit our story for so much. Like if you were Blazeborn, you couldn't do like if we wanted to make an ocean quest, like diving quest, you couldn't do it. I feel like Origins would sever so many opportunities we could do. What mods we got? We have, and I would love to look at your list. What from right now I have Biomes of Plenty, Waystones, Ars Novu, FTB Quest, FTB Claims, Custom NPCs, and Create. That's what water protection's for, but that's so much more of like a that I have to integrate into a story. Plus the benefits of it wouldn't be too, like I would like to make like the old Mystical Forest. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Old Mystical Forest was like I wanted you to be able to play survival while also doing the story, and I think that's still a main part. but I think we went too far into the survival where you could kind of bypass a lot of the story. Like I liked how we could make a bakery and he wanted you to bring him wheat. Obviously, you'd have to go at your house and plant and grow wheat. Oh yeah, voice chat. That is exactly what we want. Let's just say prox chat. But like I was saying, I really do. I want you to be able to claim your own land. I want you to be able to build your own house. I want you to mine. I want you to be able to and I would love the quests, because now that it's not going to be what Mystical Forest used to be, was you as a player would have to find the NPC to get the quest. There was some sort of a line, but there was not really. But with FTB quests, like you'll be able to see 8 quests down the line. Hey, or even quests that you don't even know about, like you would need to use like a wheat farm, or you would need to make this certain spell, or you would need to, like, you would have all the quests laid out in front of you, instead of like, I have to specifically find this NPC that no one's told me about that would do the quest for me. Or trade another player for wheat. Exactly. Yep. I do want an economy. I know I spelled that wrong. I don't know how to spell it, but I think custom NPCs has economy built into it, though. What did we say? Oh. What was Mystical Forest? Because I'm not here for that. So, was it last year? Last year, we decided to go down a completely different route of not doing making a mod pack server, we wanted to make a story. And if you've ever seen, back when I was like in middle school, bro, there was this series by Captain Sparkles, Syndicate, and Jericho that was called Mayanite. And it was by far one of the coolest things that has ever been done in Minecraft ever. It was like, they started a survival series, didn't mean it to go in this direction, but they all started like worshiping deities, like God, devil, and then like the like in between. And it was like, it wasn't quest based, it wasn't nothing. They would do stuff to like interact with their deities, and they hired actors to come in and play these deities to like move this story. And it was just the coolest shit you've ever seen, dude. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch Mayanite. But I want to mix that with Winecraft. If you've never played Winecraft before, what the hell is this? Sharp, can you post that in the Discord? Because it's like this big for me. So I want to make Mystical Forest was that, but we had factions. So there was the Mystic Mooses, or the Moose the Mystic. There was the Knights of the Forest. There was, now we're calling it the Order of the Ravens. And then there was the Serpent Scar, right? And there was these 4 categories. And in the Mystical Forest, you spawned in a survival SMP and it was just plugins. You could play with Bedrock. But we went so far with quests and NPCs and story and building. We went really far in it. And it was all about reviving these deities and you going down their faction to like worship and praise. And they had a whole storyline. We acted it out. It was sweet. Now, what really killed that server was that it was Bedrock and that it was plugins. That ruined the server, because when Minecraft switched to 1.20, all the plugins broke. We lost all the quests. You couldn't like mix and match like 1.20 and 1.19. It was just, it fucking, all of our work just flopped. So now we're going to go into a modded direction. Not as many people can play like in Bedrock version. People could play on their iPads. It was pretty cool. But we're going to go, and now we're going to go into the Java direction. I want to make my own mod pack. We're going to make our own story. We're going to build again. We're going to do our quests again. And all that kind of stuff. And I'm really, really, really excited for it. It might take a really, really long time. I would love to make like this as like a YouTube series. I would love to like have, because I have 2 accounts, have an account hovering over like a town that we're building and do fucking in Fast Lap, or watch us create quests for the day, or we go and build a boss and fucking and MC Create. I feel the need to note that I did a fair amount of building of the structures for the original Mystical Forest, and I would love to do that again. And especially because it's modded, I can make like an RF dimension and have anybody get perms when they go in there and build whatever they want, and we could put it in the story. I think that would be really cool. Pretty sure I remember having an issue with the original Serpent's name, and I'm pretty sure the reason was because it was already a SCP thing. Serpent's name. I like the tune. I like the order. I think that's fucking sweet. Okay. Sharp said also, in terms of modded melee experience, I got a couple suggestions. Better combat, overall combat enhancements, some sort of weapon mod like simple weapons for better combat. Also, if we overhaul melee and add magic, we should also do something with range option, for which I suggest extra arrows, which adds a lot of arrows to spice up ranged. So, okay. Yeah, we named it the Serpent's Hand, I think. No. What did we name it? Well, I think we just called them the Serpents. That was one of the factions, and they were evil. So it was like Moose the Mystic was like I think it was like magic, but it was more of like he was the overall deity, and then it was like the Knights of the Forest were the protector of everything nature and everything for the people. They were like the knights, and then there was the Ravens. Ginger kind of like piggybacked that one. They were like the essence of knowledge. And when I thought in like the signature of stealth, like they were like the assassins of the place, the rogues, this whatever, but they were more focused on like keeping knowledge of the world. And then the serpents were the chaos. The story was going in the line of like the serpent was the reason why we had to revive all the deities. And I think because it's modded, I think I would like to do a prequel instead of a sequel. I would like to do, because when we went into the Moose the Mystic, it was bare bones, vanilla, all the magic in the world had been sucked out, all the deities were dead. I think now that we're in modded, I think we do a prequel. I think either we start from when the gods or the deities are about to become gods, and you help them through their journey to become gods, and then eventually die off. And the world is filled with magic and exploration, and the world is filled with like vibrance instead of like dead. Or we start at the deities as they've already been established, and the world is already worshiping their certain deities. So like say in fucking, we're going to call it Pallet Town because fucking Pokemon is sweet. Over here in fucking Pallet Town, they're all about the Forest Knights, and you are in there and they have a million quests about Forest Knight stuff. I would love to go down even further of like, because I was watching about this custom NPCs mod, and it's depending on your level, depending on what you say to the NPC, depending on what you've done in the world, it will change how the NPC talks. So I think like if you're following the Knights and you go into the Knights town, they might talk to you differently. They might give you discounts on shops. They might their quests might be more tailored towards you. The whole shebang. assassins as well as information brokers and liberation. I need a bigger freaking chat box, bro, for real. Let me actually pull up chat over here. Hold on, chat. I'll pull you guys up over here. Let me turn this off. I want full chat. Okay. Where was I? Assassin's Creed. I like the idea that the gods die in between. Like the server takes place as a prequel, sure, but we don't actually see the gods die at the end or anything. I don't know, man. I think seeing them die would be pretty fucking gnarly. Like I was picturing last night, dude. Fucking imagine it just goes crazy, right? Imagine we put all imagine like this is like full ego, whatever, okay? Best case scenario. Say this server blows up, the YouTube channel blows up, everybody's looking at this thing, whatever. Imagine the fucking you go in and in all three factions, not the Serpent faction, the story would change for the Serpent faction. But the three factions, you fucking went in, you went through this catacombs, like fucking Harry Potter in the fucking snake one, whatever the hell it was. You go in and it's fucking voice acting and because you can make creatures and MC create. It's like a fucking serpent and he's like, this world has really put me into this situation. And then you're like, you got your fucking big ass fucking sword and you're like boss fight, you know what I mean? I don't know, dude. Whatever. But I think it would be pretty fucking hard to watch your deities not exist anymore. I think that would be fucking hard, dude. I think that'd be so cool. Like whatever happens to Moose the Mystic, you do all your quests and then boom, plot change. He like gets captured by the serpent and they suck all his fucking energy out and you can see it spread across the whole fucking world into like little gems or something, and it's like spread across the world, and then you see one fall and it's like covered in fucking wither skeletons like fucking protecting it. Dude, imagine how cool that would be. Imagine full town with side quests, not like faction quests. Oh, I think just having FTB quests will change the game forever. I think even if we went back to the original Moose the Mystic and added FTB quests, I think it would change the whole dynamic of the world. I think it would make it so much more immersive. Librarian, sorry. The book person at the nerd building. Right. And like you could even go deeper into that, Ginger. Like you're really into like enchantment books. You know what I mean? Like let's just say the enchantment books are really the scriptures of like magical beings, or like they actually, not saying we would actually write in them, but like efficiency was based off the fucking Edward the Great, who was fucking the best miner there ever was. There was nobody faster than him, and you were like all about like books and like enchantments and shit like that. That'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna be unsatisfying to the story since the origins didn't go anywhere. Oh, we'll have to see, dude. We'll have to see. I mean, I would absolutely voice act a sort of over the top nobleman sounding Raven God. I know, dude. Imagine how cool that would be. Dope. It's the reason that no one can read Minecraft language, because it's actually magic words. Dude, exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Bro. So what's a good mod that adds like decorative blocks? What's the one in here that's like fucking, what's the one that adds all like we could do chisel. But like all this shit. No, that's all the compression. I know it's a bunch of them mixed together, but Britannia. Is there a straight decorate? Yeah, this chipped. It's called chipped. So let's add chipped. Hold up. Okay, holding up. That would be an interesting dynamic, though. I'm voice acting the Raven God, but I'm also in the Raven faction. I think we're just gonna have to accept that if we're creating it, and I'm gonna have to accept it the most. I think if we're creating it like that, your experience of playing isn't gonna be as good. But I think the like fact that you were building it out makes you more part of that faction. You know what I mean? Like you really get to like pour your heart into it. Like yeah, we would get to play through it. Like obviously I would play through it. And we would play through it as we go. But from the performance aspect, huh? It would be so cool. Of like building out your god. Dude. Oh, I wanted to read Sharp's thing. What did Sharp say up here? How I saw the four gods originally were like Moose the Mystic equals the good god. The Forest Knights equal the balance in nature. Ravens equal knowledge, hiding in the shadows, and law. The serpents, chaos, destruction, and despair. That's exactly what I want. Good guy, bad guy, balance, and then like an overseer, kind of like a, you know what I mean? You would have to prep a lot of stuff in advance prior to just playing, though. Oh yeah, I'm realizing this Minecraft server is just turning into D&D. I think that's how every server go. Like I just picture the creators of Minecraft. They did not have that, or even Minite. They didn't have that whole story written out. Maybe they did to a certain point, but the amount of like, what's the word? Improv. The amount of improv that they had to do to make it the way it is like, there's no way, dude. You know what I mean? Like, even one person's opinion would sway a story like that. You know what I mean? Like, if I had Moose the Mystic just going down as a mage character and you came in and you were like, well, what if he had a melee weapon? And you're like, oh, dude, how fucking cool would that be? And then you're like, wow, man, look at questline. Shoot, gone. Minite had a lot of planned things, but everything in between was improv. Exactly. And I think it takes a good blend to make a good story, especially a believable story. Not like a believable as in like, but like a coherent story. I think if I sat here and wrote a book with you guys, a story with you guys, it wouldn't feel as organic as if we're making a quest. Because I remember making quests in the Mystic Forest where it was like we were trying to revive Moose the Mystic, and it was all improv, dude. We had Sharp build a casket in the ground. We made it so it was like you need to go get this flower, a purple flower, to which all purple flowers in the land have the essence of Moose the Mystic in them, and it was like you needed to bring him that, and it was never like that aspect of like purple was what all the purple in the land was his essence. I would have never thought that writing it. I would have never thought that unless if I was making the quest line in the moment. We had a week to do it, and we completed it in 2 days. Yeah. I think we're gonna go less towards planned events like we did. Like we really tried to lean into the Maya night of like me, my friend, and another person would come in and like actually act the quest before it was made. So like we would come in and we would do the quest, and then like we would act it out. We'd have all the players come in. It was real, like a show. And then later on we would add the quest as NPCs instead of just us acting. I think that's going to be a lot more on the back burner. I would love to do that for main events later on. I like the writing aspect more than anything else. And we'll definitely do that. Like I have, like in Maya Night, I have the main story kind of in my head-ish. But I don't want it to be a linear story. I want what you choose matters. I want what you pick as a faction matters. I want what you pick as a faction and a class to matter to the NPCs. I want side quests to go longer than just bring me a fucking block of cobblestone. I want them, like I was saying, to go down. You need to go down this whole quest line, which we'd make an FTB quest. You'd have a whole quest line of getting your car. You would have the whole quest line of like becoming a master mage. You'd have a whole quest line of becoming the master of the sword. Like, and it wasn't main story, but it wasn't just like bring me 2 pieces of diamond and I'll enchant the shit out of your sword. It's more of like a thing. And at that point, that linear line, like let's just say the melee, we would write out. We wouldn't just improv the whole thing. We would write it out. Like you'd go up to fucking George the blacksmith. He would come in and he would be like, "Oh, you scrawny looking lad, you look like you couldn't even hold up a stick if it killed you." You know what I mean? Like, and then it would be like he would go down the line of making you into this warrior of like, you need to fucking mine for your materials and you need to fucking practice. And like he would make you go slay monsters, and he would send you to a boss arena and you'd fight a boss. I want bosses to be way more dominant in this than there was in in Mystic Forest. I would love, like I have loot drops, loot tables, experience levels. I would freaking love that shit. Endgame storage could be slash blades. I'd have to look that up. I want it to be in 1.20, and I'm not familiar with 1.20. But all the stuff in 1.20, like all the mods that we've been playing, have been fucking sweet. So I kind of want to, like, I would love to play out all the mods. Like, we go into all the mods for the next couple of days and really go down Ars Novia. Like, I really want to dive into that one. Because if I'm going to base a whole class around it, I need to know. And then, like, all that kind of shit. All right, here's some mods for building stuff. Chipped is good. Handcraft is another good building mod. Also, let's do Vinery, Rechiseled, Create. Let's do Brewery, Farming's Delight, and oh, I want to do Pam's. I think that'll make a lot of stuff in there. Pam's Harvest. I need to look into the mods that you're naming, Sharp. I do know Rechiseled. I think that would be cool. Rechiseled. That would be cool. You literally want story to change person to person based off the decisions they make of which quests they do. Sound right? I don't like Pam's Harvest in 1.20. Really? Okay, so let's take out Pam. Like, let's just think of Pam's Harvest, right? Pam's Harvest as a survival aspect, I think, is not the funnest, not the greatest, not the whatever. But if it was more quest based, like as more of an item based instead of a building item based, I think it would be pretty cool. Like say example, if you had to go into a bar or a restaurant or whatever, that would be, we'd have way more options, way more cooler decorations, way more options. And even you could go freaking silly with it, dude. You could be like, you found this dude in the middle of the forest. He's a half man, half fucking bear, and he's like, the only thing that will make me move from this tree that you need is a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I need it now. Pam's Harvest. What's the one that's in this? What's it called? Sync. This. Cooking for Blockheads. That one. What up, Arlo? What up, Arlo? Honestly, you might as well make a 1.12 server. I think I'm going to have more fun doing a 20. I just need to learn it a little bit. I need to learn a little bit, but I think we'll have more options in 20. Farmer's Delight. Honestly, the Farmer's Delight is the best choice. Really? Is that in all the mods? Let's see. Farmers. Is it this stuff? Oh. Okay, I'm in. Yeah. This is the one with this. Yeah, I'm in. Yep, I'm in. We'll do that instead. I'm in. Can we do some type of weapon mod? We are doing... I haven't picked the melee class mod yet, but we're doing ours... How do you say it, bro? Somebody please say it. Like, fucking type it out for me. No view for magic, and then we will be doing a mod for melee, for sure. Sharp gave us a couple options, and I want to look into them more. Moose, I'm going to keep it a buck. If you do a 20 mod pack, I might just not be able to participate. I think if we make it, if I make the pack, Ginger, I think you can do it. And you'll do it along the way. Like we're not going to do it today, but just say I booted up the server, added these 10 mods we had, we'd try to get you in. And then we'd add one more and we'd get you in. We'd add one more and we'd get you in. We'd add one more, we'd get you in. Cooking for Blockhead doesn't add any food, it's just cooking faster. Oh. Non-Veox. Novax? Ours Novax, I think. I think all the mods 9 was just way too much. Like, Ginger, if you went into Curse, like just right here, if you went into Curse and you clicked Create and you clicked Minecraft version 20.1 and you made it a Forge version, you wouldn't be able to play it. Like, if I did this, you wouldn't be able to just, like, pop in and play this because it's a Forge version. Fro doesn't know French? No. I'm just gonna fucking Google it. Let's see. Ours. No. New. Value. So we're gonna do this. Pronounce. Say it.
Nouveau.
Nouveau? Is that it? Nouveau? Nouveau. Ars Nouveau.
Nouveau.
Am I right? Is that right? think it's more of a mission something in all the mods 9. Right. We won't be doing that. We'll be making our own. Nouveau. Okay. So, as for like a melee mod, okay, let's really talk about a melee class mod, right? Let's look up sword. What's a mod that adds a good amount of swords? I guess they're all like, there's not like a set one, I guess. Huh? What's a good one, Sharp? Or anybody? Don't worry, I used to get thrown off by Adam Gontier's name. I'm uncultured Ohio man. I do not speak human language other than English. I barely even speak English, bro. I'm gonna keep it a fucking stack. Blue skies. Gontier. Oh, Gontier. Okay, they tend to be kind of bad. What would you recommend for a mod that has progressional swords, I would say? You know what I mean? This Voidscape one sounds freaking cool. We would obviously add more and more. Like the Ars already fucking Nouveau. Ars Nouveau adds some swords and magic aspects, kind of like that. Stuff like that. Oh, Tinkers would be fucking awesome. Tinkers would be fucking awesome, dude. You could build blacksmiths again, like to fucking shape that. You could make armor to shape that, because there's... Ooh, I think Tinkers would be sweet. An unrelated note, we should have more than just swords. That's why I think Tinkers might come in. That's why I think Tinkers might come in. Because Tinkers, we could do bows. We could do... And you could do customize your bows. We could have quests that made it so you had to, like, figure out how to customize. There's broadswords, rapiers, long swords, short swords. Tetris is what you're looking for then? Also, we could change the name of the faction. Like last time, Knights of the Forest could change to Knights of the Order. Well, we changed the Ravens name to the Order of the Ravens because we never had a name. So we have I think we could change it. What I was thinking last night was it could be like the Mystic Knights, and then it could be the Forest Protectors, or like something like that. I think Forest Knights just fits it really good. Or we could do Knights of the Forest if we wanted to. Tetra is what you're looking for. You could find a bunch of melee weapon part templates in the Nether. Tetra. Tetra mod. Tetra mod. Ooh. Ooh. You have to actually build out your own weapon? Ooh. Potion bag booster, double belt. Axe head. Iron hammer. Iron hilt craft. Simple hit. Do you think... I think Tinkers might... I feel like we could do a lot more with Tinkers, right? Or no? You guys like Tetra more? You think so? Just call them the Mystics. Oh, that's a good idea. Not the Mystic Moose, just the Mystics. The Knights of the Forest. Maybe Knights of the Circle of Trees or something. Oh, the Knights Circle sounds pretty cool too. Also more powerful, but also more limited. You think more limited? This feels more natural. Okay. I could see that. How many different... Change remove data packs. Oh, here's a whole Tetra setup. I think... Yeah. I could see it. I could see it. I could see this. Knights of the Forest can stay, I guess. I'm alright with Tetra. Not familiar with it, but it could probably figure it out. Yeah, I think so too. Knights. Knights. Knights of the... Knights of the Sword? Ooh. That's pretty cool. Knights of the... I like to say I hate it as well, but I know it'll work. Oh, you don't like the Tetra? I wish I knew more about it. More of a nether? I don't want them to be bad, though. I feel like nether associates with, like, hell and bad. Okay, so hear me out. What if we just did Knights of the Fallen? What are you doing? What are you doing? We use the mod Spartan's weaponry, and it adds a bunch of weapon varieties. Okay, Bird, if I said that I don't want you to be able to make them yourself, like, I don't want you to be able to, like, just go out in the world, put the crafting table in your house and build them yourself, would your opinion change? Like, even with Tinkers, I don't want you to be able to go and just build a smelter at your house and build whatever weapon you want. I'm thinking more of like as like an integrated quest type. So like, let's just say for Tinkers, Like he would make you go out and find all the materials and do something to forge your blade. And then he would make you go and find the finest material to make your handle. How are you supposed to do anything if you can't craft shit? It's more of like a progressional thing. Oh, I can make any mod do that cleanly. I just make it so it doesn't have a crafting recipe. But you can't tell me it wouldn't be boring that if you came in the server and you knew that you would have, like, even in Minecraft, dude, they don't let you get maxed out weapons right in the beginning. They don't even let you craft in there. Right. Exactly, Arlo. Like, you would have to go to the blacksmith to make your weapon. There's no good way to lock recipes behind that stuff. You would just delete the recipe. I can do it, Ginger. But we get that one. Get that all out of your head. I can do that. That's easy. I want a mix of survival in the aspect of where, like, you can have your own domain, you can have your own house, you can craft basic things, but it's more of like your house and your establishment is more to show your appreciation to your deity if you want to do it that way, but also more of a tool to use to organically finish quests. I want it more of like a... Because like in Minecraft, you can't travel and explore without being certain level. I don't like that. In Minecraft, you don't have your own place to call your own. You're just running all the time. I don't like that. I want more of like if the baker asks you to give him wheat, I want you to actually have to take time to go and make your own bread or wheat than to just go to an area to just hit something with a sickle and get the shit. I mean, you don't have to play, Ginger. That's just more of what I'm thinking. Because if it's survival, it's too boring. You're selling me in the other direction. Like in like in the Mystical Forest, you guys all ended up with netherite armor before we even got to a deity. Like that's maxed out. That is the most boring / what I do not want at all in this. Like I want you to scale with the story that you're going down. I don't want you to like jump in, go into survival. Be like, because people will do it, Ginger. Don't say you won't, because people will. People will go in and just be like, I'm going to go kill the fucking Ender Dragon. I'm going to go get netherite armor, and then I'm going to start the story. That's just not what I want at all. I don't want you to be able to go in, get full netherite, full enchanted, and then go down the story. I want you to have to beat this boss to get this weapon to fight this boss. I want you to have to, like, go down a story to be able to use the max tier spell. I want you to be able... Quite hard to control. Guys, forget about the control part. I can do the control part. The control part, I got you. With command blocks and quests, that's just, it's so easy. It would quite literally make everyone play in adventure mode. Because if anyone could do mining, they could do that. What, do netherite stuff? No. You would have to make, you would have to go down a certain area to be introduced into hell. Like how, I think Arlo was saying it. Like, you have to go to a certain area or be progressed in a certain way to go through another portal. Like, even in, like, Dark Souls, like, let's just talk about, like, fucking Elden Ring, dude. Like, you can't go in to Elden Ring, get the best fucking sword, and keep it for the rest of the game. Not upgrading it, not changing your armor. You're not just gonna go in and fucking stick it with the rest of the game. No, but I'm saying if you don't even have access to the Nether, like if you were like, you had to do this quest, this quest, this quest, this quest, this quest, this quest, and then there would be a Nether portal in a building in town, and that's what you could use. Right, but why can't we merge them? Why can't I pick things from different things? You're telling me that you guys getting full netherite, killing the dragon, and becoming max OP didn't burn you out? How am I supposed to scale a story towards that? No way, right? Like, think of it from a fucking creator standpoint. Are you serious? You telling me that it's in a direction where it's not feasible and reasonable, achievable makes me want to do it to prove you wrong. Ginger, we literally had a guy who came into the Moose the Mystic server, literally said, I am not doing any quests or any stories, spent the whole day, got to the dragon and killed it, and then was gone. Literally. Like, that's not something I'm making up. No, the dragon was killed. Oh, I'm not saying you guys killed it. No, but that was literally what happened. The quests weren't present? Yeah, but I couldn't make quests anymore, dude. Like if you got full maxed out, I would literally have to add stuff to the game physically to make it so you weren't max OP anymore, and we weren't even on like the first quarter of what I wanted. I promise the dragon died. Anyways, I promise the dragon died. Because I remember that fucking day pissed me off so bad, dude. Because he joined in when we were playing in the morning. He was like, I'm not going to play any of the story. I'm literally just going to focus on survival. And I'm going to go and kill the dragon, and I'm going to leave. Part of the story is that you wanted to limit that. Chiseled in bits. I agree, chiseled in bits. Dude, you will never, ever, ever convince me that I'm going to let you come into the story. I'm going to let you go and get the max tier of whatever. Even if netherite isn't the max tier anymore. Like if we got fucking the max mage. There's no way from a developer story standpoint that I'm going to let you defeat the first boss with the maxed out tier. Like there's no way that I'm going to let you come in and be like, hey man, I'm going to skip the story forever until I'm maxed out and then I'll play the story. There's no way. And you can't tell me that you won't do it, because I get it. If you're not doing it, then there's somebody else that's going to do it. Right, but I kind of want to make it more of like my own. You know what I mean? I'm quite, yes, Sharp. If you want to put it that way, I am quite literally wanting to make a fully different game. Yes. Feel like you'll just be diamond till get then. Yeah, but I want you to work more towards it. Like, I'm all right with us going to mine netherite and all that shit. Okay, cool. Spin it that way. But you will have to go down a blacksmith area to be able to build that helmet. You know what I mean? Not everyone likes experiencing the stories the same way. I know, but like at some point I just gotta go down it if you like it or not. You know what I mean? Bit more challenge. Some people like me like to be able to steamroll and fight parts because that's actually part of the lore, the story. Then add more ore progression. For the overworld, like I just keep thinking back to Minecraft. Let's just go back to Minecraft, dude. Let's just go back to like, are you mad at that for not even having a survival aspect? Like they don't even, like in Minecraft, you have to go and fight an enemy to get, like we're just make it so simple. You got to go fight the shit out of an enemy that might be in the level 20. So you might have to work up to level 20 to fight an enemy that drops diamonds. Then you have to bring the diamonds to a specific workbench in the town to craft your weapon. But you have to be like certain progression to be able to craft that weapon. If you want to play MMORPG in Minecraft, then I play Minecraft. That's what I'm trying to do, is an MMORPG. But I want to add a little bit of survival to it. That's been the whole plan, is an MMORPG. Since the original Moose the Mystic. But I wanted you to have freedom in survival, but I couldn't like we went way too far into the survival aspect where it just became a bedrock world with a couple quests in it. Like that's just not where I want to go. In my mind, your character is just an avatar through which you experience the story. I like seeing the dialogue and interacting, learning about the world. Fights don't do that. It's just equate to its enemies, which kill the lore. So, Ginger, would you rather me just delete survival altogether? Then I don't want to do one or the other. No, I want to do both. I want to do both. And I know I can do both. Like, that's the point that I'm just not understanding from you guys. Before I go, remember we always have server plugins. Oh, yeah. I'd rather you pick one or the other. That's just not what's going to happen. I want something that's never been done before, and I know it's out of your comfort zone and everyone's like freaking out about it. I want you to be more of an individual player of like survival aspect, but still in an MMORPG. Like I want you to have the freedom to build your house. I want you to have the freedom to live wherever you want. I want you to have the freedom to, if you want to like become a farmer, to like sell to be a farmer. If you want to sell to be a miner, if you want to sell to be a fucking lumberjack, if you want to sell to be a fisher, I want you to have the opportunity and me the opportunity to build quests and experiences around what you can do by yourself other than just going and fucking clicking a button to collect something. I think that's so unbelievably boring, and the fact that we want to go in that direction is insane to me. Like the fact that you would rather just like upgrade your hoeing skill to go break a fucking wheat block instead of like actually experiencing it as a player is insane, dude. I think that's fucking wild. I think you going and having to level up your experience to go click a tree for it to fall down for you to give it into a quest is wild, dude. I think that's fucking insane. I want an MMORPG like that, but I want you to be more immersed as a player. I want you to have more freedom as a player. Not like survival freedom, like as like I can build a fucking nuclear bomb and drop it on your town survival aspect, but I want you to be able to like really immerse yourself as a player to follow and do what the MMORPG is. And I've never seen an example of that. And I think that the fact that I have that idea to make that and I have like can actually do it would be more of like a step out of our comfort zone and like try to create something brand new that no one has ever seen before. You know what I mean? The problem is that you want to limit how other people have fun. I mean, dude, we're just going to keep going back to Minecraft, bro. Like, literally. Like, you can't even get a good sword in Minecraft unless if you're level, like, 30. Like, is that limiting the player or what? Like, even in, like, fucking... I can't even, like, think right now, dude. Like, even in... I'm looking at my front page right now. Even in, like, Assassin's Creed, bro. Like, I can't just go in and like, just skip the story and get a level 4 fucking sword that I want to use. I can't go play fucking... Even in, like, simply as, like, a shooter, bro. Like, I can't go and upgrade my weapon until I've, like, progressed in the story. I can't, like even in fucking... Like, I wish Minecraft did it better, but they do it a little bit. Like, you have to use wood to get to stone. You have to use stone to get to iron. You have to use iron to get to diamond. You have to use diamond to get to netherite. It's like that. I don't want you to... In Minecraft doesn't do a good job in it in survival. I don't want you to be able to just, like, pop in and get max. Also failing to see what the difference is to the old one. I think people had, and this is going to sound terrible, I know. I think people had too much survival freedom. You want Minecraft with other personal freedom? Was what we already had. There's not really an in-between. Conceivably do that you were describing. I think that I don't want the player to have the choice of just playing our server as a survival server. Does that make sense? Like, as a new player, Ginger, if you've never seen me before, you're not really into stories, you're not really into the whole, like, lore. You just want to play survival. I think that shouldn't be the server for you. Like, I think that you should come in wanting to play the server. And I think the really bad part of the Bedrock one was that you could just come in and play a survival Bedrock server and then leave. And I think that's what there's no hook. There's no... Like, you got to think of it if you don't like a story. So, Ginger, I know you love story, you love the lore, you love all that. If you put yourself in the shoes of somebody that does not, I don't want you to be able to just, like, come in and play survival. I want survival to be a really big aspect. Like, there's nothing more than you remember those old Minecraft servers where you would have to go buy your house plot, and then you would have to like, it was in its own super flat area, and you had people that would line it in glowstone, and you were like, this is your area that you can build in. That sounds terrible, dude. If you can say, I don't want you to just be able to do blank, don't give them the choice. That's what I'm... Ginger, that kind of proves my whole point, dude. Like, if I just don't give you the choice, if I don't let you make netherite, then we're talking about the same thing, aren't we? Wasn't the idea of the Bedrock one that we make our own hook? Part of the reason I stopped playing was because no one else was really playing. Can't really make a one personal story. Ginger, I gotta tell you, bro, we have 4 people who play on a server max, bro. Like, so I kind of have to use, like, that's just the hard truth, bro. Like, we're not popular, we're not nothing. So I kind of, like, have to use story and creativeness to, like, push you there. Like, Ginger, I would love nothing more, dude, to just drop you into a Bedrock server with voice chat and there'd be hundreds of people that you can make your own story. That would be the ultimate, that would be it. That's how Mionite did it. They dropped you in with voice chat, and they made their own story. It wasn't scripted at the beginning. It was just that's how it was. Like I would love that, but we just don't have the atmosphere, dude. Which is really, really sad. Like the original, because it has a story I have to take part in, but I don't exactly have to either. I think main story, I think I'm more talking about side quests. Like I think main story wouldn't give you that much of like a boost. Sometimes it would, but I think more of like you would have to go down a side quest to be able to, let's just say, build netherite armor. The thing with Mine Knight is that it had a long script before it even started. See, and that's why I think, but they had the like dynamic though, Bird. You know what I mean? Like they had like that was like their whole thing. Like if I just go into it with you with just Ginger, like I'm gonna pour my heart into like the RP part, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. You speak of ideal situations and not yet have anything to back them. That's why I think just like a basic plain wouldn't work, because I don't have anything to back it. We don't have any structure. I feel like you vastly underestimate the difference between progression and side quests. Yes, they had a dynamic, but they planned out that dynamic. In a sense, yeah. But a lot of it was organic. And we don't have like a I'm gonna come in at 9 to 5 and build out the story with you. The finding of a side quest, a quest given to a player that has no direct bearing on the main story campaign or game. Completion of a side quest often results in the question of money or items that are otherwise unavailable or unlocked on other side quests. Okay, so then we'll not call it a side quest, though. All right, we won't call it a side quest, right? Otherwise, you can do anything you want, then never touch the side quests. So then you just want it to be all main story and it'd be progression that way? Like, I don't... Like, I guess I'm using the wrong word to describe what I'm trying to describe, but like... I want you to have to play to be able to feel powerful. Like, I want you to have to be able to... and not just, like, go mine a fucking block and craft it in a 3x3 grid. Like, that's what we've been doing for 10 years, bro. Like, I want you to have to fight. I want you to have to, like, fight, go through dialogue. I want you to have to, like... Even if you don't want to, like, fight, just, like... progress. I want you to have to progress to feel more powerful. Like, I'm trying to think of a game that does this. Like, I know there is games that do that. But, like, what I'm saying is if you want to build survival and story, that people do that. Don't make side quests essential for progression. Okay, I agree. So the essential for progression, you'd rather me call it a main story. They're just part of the story. So if I called it main story instead of side quest, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Like if I made it a main story, that it would be that you would have to like go in that you could then acquire netherite armor through a main story, that would make you better. Another problem is that Minecraft is an inherently imperfect medium to tell stories with. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job. I think there's a lot of examples of... It's all about creativeness, bro. Minecraft is more of like a blank piece of paper than anything, with a lot more tools. I don't think the story part will be hard. I think the story part would be easy. I think we're just having a conversation of like, where's the balance between an MMORPG and survival. I think that's the part that everyone's getting at. And I don't know what to say, dude. A pretty good job. You say that the story wasn't that good? If the story wasn't that good, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Like, if the story wasn't good enough to make you want to do it again, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Like, this, not the story part, but the idea part. You know what I mean? We wouldn't even be talking about doing the server again. I had fun with it. I know fucking Trent had fun with it. I know Sharp had fun with it. I know you had fun building your little library. I know Sharp got real into that. Feel like it's because when you use the word survival in the context of Minecraft-like game, there is an inherent lack of game-based story implied. Well, then we fucking make it, bro. I guess a good example is fucking Stardew Valley, bro. Like, for real. If Stardew Valley had more of a story, kind of the same aspect as what I'm thinking. Like in Stardew Valley, you got to go to the fucking Ginger Mountain to be able to make better swords. Like, you can't just make it at home. Like, you have to progressionally go through the story to get fast travel. You have to progressionally go through the caves to get fucking better armor and killing more things. Like, you have to progress, but there's still a survival aspect where you can go home, you can sell your potatoes, you have the freedom to make your own space. There's also a lot of stuff that, while going down the story, that you could then add to your base. I guess Stardew's like a way better example. Also, when you say you don't want Netherite to be a mainline quest, ignoring any potential ideas as to why Netherite would be a part of the story, that blocks off creative. Okay, I'm not saying I want to get rid of it. All I'm saying, the only argument I'm giving right now is I don't want the player to be able to go in and just tunnel vision getting we talk about Netherite as the best armor in the game, but that's going to be different and modded. But we're just using Netherite as a base. I don't want you as a player to be able to tunnel vision in survival to go and get Netherite armor before you do anything. I think that's just terrible, right? You guys don't agree with that? That's blowing my mind. I don't know. I enjoyed the original one because it was like survival with a storyline that one can take part in, but also wasn't required also to do basic Minecraft stuff. We'd have basic Minecraft stuff. It's more about like armor and fighting. That's literally the only categories I'm talking about. Armor and fighting. So we can tunnel vision on the story instead until we can get it. That part I just can't control. If you're just focused on that, then I mean... But at least if you tunnel vision through the story to get to the part, you would be adequately at the stage to do that. You know what I mean? Like, how am I... Okay. Total spin, right? Say I was a player and I came into the world. I beelined, tunnel visioned, getting Netherite armor full enchanted. How am I, as a creator or a storyteller, to balance a fight to then accompany that? You know what I mean? Like, if I want to make our first boss fight, which we had in the original, We had boss fights. We had multiple, and we were trying to do more. And that was courtesy of Sharp. So don't say that to like. Don't with no boss fight. You don't. You don't. You can just fucking pop in, full netherite enchant, pop in, insta kill every boss all the way to the end. How is that fun? How is that any different than just playing survival? I don't understand. You do that in other games? You're telling me you do that in other games? No shot, bro. Really? Now we're just joking. No way. No shot, dude. No. You're telling me if we played Borderlands 2 right fucking now, dude, you'd skip through the whole fucking story, get to the warrior, get the conference call, best shotgun in the game, and then just blaze through the game? I don't. But the difference between over preparing and then over preparing one time is kind of extreme, right? Borderlands is my favorite game ever. I fucking loved Borderlands. Like, but I get preparing for a boss, but like, if you just had to do it one time and never do it again, that's not like just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like you like, I get like beating a boss and then over preparing and then going to fight the next one and then over preparing. Not saying it's like an Elden Ring Dark Souls game where it's boss after boss after boss after boss. Not saying that's what we're doing, but I'm saying like you in like that kind of game, you fight the boss, you get over prepared. You fight the next boss, then you get more over prepared. Then you fight the next boss and you get more over prepared. You don't just go in, get the best ever and just blaze through it. That's normal game design. That's called a hook. That's like normal behavior in every game. I can't even give you an example of one game where you can go in, get super overpowered, and just blaze through the game. Can you name one? Well, the point is, some people like being able to steamroll stuff. Some people like being more of a challenge. If you want to make it fun for everyone, let them play how they want. If you care about balance more than anything, do not let them play how they want. I mean, at that point, then I'll just load up another fucking modded world, bro. With a quest book. Like at that point, we just make another fucking modded world with a quest book. And I write a little fucking text story through the quest book line. What is that, bro? Can't just railroad people into the story in a freeform creative like game like Minecraft. I mean, there's been numerous examples of that have worked. Like, we're just gonna go back to Minecraft again, dude. Like, I can't drop into Minecraft and get max powered. You just can't. There's no like, and that doesn't make me feel like I have no freedom. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you can't just drop into Minecraft and be like, all right, I got the fucking God sword. Let's just steamroll through the story. Like, at that point, it's like the story doesn't matter, and that's what you guys are talking about. Is like, you just drop in and get whatever you want, and then you can do whatever you want. That Minecraft, no point in playing Minecraft did it make me feel like I had no freedom. even in Pokemon, dude. I mean, I guess you could fucking... even in Pokemon, dude, they have barriers of, like, you can't get to the next town without beating the badge of this town. What? Like, I can't fucking spawn in Pallet Town and make it all the way to the Elite Four to fucking capture a legendary and then start back at badge 1. Unless if I've been playing Pokemon wrong the whole time, but I'm damn sure that I fucking walk into an area and a fucking dude runs up to me and bonks me in my forehead and goes, "You are not capable of going into this area yet. You need to beat the grass type boss before you can pass me." And then he runs back to his stationary spot. And then if you try to pass him again, he bumps into your fucking forehead and goes, "You cannot pass unless if you like." What are we talking about? You can absolutely grind your starter to level 1 on Route 1 and steamroll the rest of the game. Okay, we're just not doing that, bro. That's fucking wild. Minecraft has no option of survival, therefore it's MMORPG completely. So if I told you right now that I wanted to scrap survival and just went straight to MMORPG, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But you also can't drop into Minecraft and build your own house and shit like you do in regular Minecraft. Yes, but you are absolutely allowed to over-level the gym leader and steamroll the gym to get the badge. But, Ginger, yes, but then you have to do it again. And again and again and again and again. Like, I can't just drop in and go to the Elite Four. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You have to progress in the story to be able to get your full freedom. What? Zero boundaries? Okay, I don't know new Pokemon, okay? I don't know. Old Pokemon. Fucking shove it in the ass end of your fucking Game Boy, dude. Right? I don't know, bro. I guess I'll just write the story and you guys can do whatever you want survival. Like that feels like the overwhelming consensus. Not going to say no. I'm just saying that it's going to be really hard for me as a creator to like try to fully balance out the story if you can just steamroll it. Like, that just seems like, what's the point of writing the story, dude? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't I just load into a survival world? For context, he's been responding to the MMORPG comment about not having this conversation. No, I can't wrap my head around, like, if we really want a story. Like, like the idea of the survival in it was, I mean, my idea at first. Like, I think that's really cool, and I still wanted to integrate that. But I was under the impression that we wanted more of a story than just another fucking mod pack. Like that was since that ended, that's what I thought we wanted more. What we liked more was a story other than another fucking server, dude. Arlo, Arlo, I could fucking kiss you, bro. I could literally kiss you. Because I wish you could say that in a way that they would understand. Because that's literally what I want. I want to limit you from Nether and End. Once you get Nether and End, feel fucking free. Go for it. and then set a quest to balance it, and then not be able to get diamond until you unlock the dude. That Arlo, that's I could fucking kiss you on the mouth, dude. For real. So just make an RPG pack, which has been done before. Right, but I'm going to make it so you can have your own area. My brain is fried. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I want you to still be able to build a house. And I have a lot of ideas around quests of, like, that you would have to physically go out on your own and do. So just make an MMORPG pack. I thought that's what we were doing this whole time, guys. Making an MMORPG pack with a little bit of freedom. Right? Is that what you want me to say? But then at the beginning of the argument, when I said that, you guys were like, well, the people have different play styles, and what if I just wanted to play survival? And what if well, then don't fucking join, dude. What's the point? Okay, Ginger, so then should I make a whole new name of what we're going to make? Should I call it Minecraft's first SMP/MMORPG? Like, is that what we're on about? Is what we're categorizing what we're trying to make is? An MMORPG is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. That is the most broadest statement on the planet, dude. I could make, dude, what? If we fucking did our all the mods 9 with proximity chat and I made you do your own character, like if I made you RP, that would be a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. What we're saying is that you're trying to specify that you're doing something that is already being done. You need not do anything more. Yeah, but that's like telling okay, not to go ego, but that's like telling an artist to just keep drawing a fucking tree because it's been drawn perfectly before. What? That's like telling Bob Ross to just keep drawing mountains because you're good at it and it's been done before. Right? Isn't that like creative freedom like fucking restricted? I don't understand. Now you've lost me again. Like we were almost on the same page and now you fucking... Think you misunderstood my words? I freaking hope so, dude, because wow. I would love to make... Okay, here we go. Here's the name. Ready? I would love to make an MMORPG that you have a little bit more player freedom than just a linear path with side quests. That's my vision. You don't need to do more to have more freedom. I think it would play into a story though, right? Like I think I could integrate it well to a story of like I want a different approach to an MMORPG than just leveling up my fishing skills to get better at fishing. Like I would like you to go have to like play Minecraft survival to get the fish you want. Like I would like you to have to go out and find a forest other than just like a pre-generated forest that the trees always spawn in to get wood for a quest. I would like it to you to like have to grow your and make your own area to grow potatoes to do a quest. I would like you to be able to like make your own mining area to go get iron, gold, diamonds for a certain NPC. I don't want you to have to just like always go into my generated mine that I've made that every 10 seconds the same iron ore spawns. I think that's where I want it to be freedom. You can just add a story and do nothing more and it would be enjoyable. I mean, all right. But I mean, man. I mean, okay. I mean, if that's what we want to do. I'm referring to playing Minecraft like a regular person. Yes. But I guess the balancing thing was where I was. It just made me as the developer of the pack. And I guess maybe like every month or so we have a fucking full wipe or something until the game is at like until we're done. We have like I don't know. Make your own mind. It's just playing the game, right? But in like regular MMORPGs, you have to go to the mine of the iron ore to mine your iron. Part of Minecraft is the part that you're trying to limit. I mean, okay, we can have full whatever, but it just kind of like hurt that people would just like go in and just like fucking max overpower. So then like something that I spent weeks to prepare for, you could just go in one shot. But I guess that's just what you have to deal with. I get. It just really sucked that people got that. I guess maybe my what really is killing it for me is maybe I let people play too early. You think that's a problem? You think that was one of the problems? Because maybe that's it, dude. Maybe I let people play way too early. Maybe we just need to just focus on, the pack raid 2. I haven't fully dove into it, no. Should I play it? I think it was you had too low story immediately available. So in other words, I let people join too early. I think that's great, Sharp. I think locking the end in the nether is great. And I think that would solve all of our problems. But that limits you as a Minecraft survival player. Like months too early. Okay. Then everything I've said, man, about like becoming too overpowered, fully out the door then. I accept all that. I accept everything that I've said about being fully overpowered too early. I fully accept that I was wrong. Because I agree I let people join way too early. If we had a really long story baseline, I think it would have played differently. Are there be okay with that limit or be okay with that limit being able to steamroll your stuff? I agree with Arlo and Moose's thoughts on locking the nether in the end. I think that should be part of the story, and I think that would be crucial to part of the story. I think you could make that really crucial. Like, I think you could make it like fucking the serpent is the ends, or is the nether, the nether is the serpent's domain. I think locking the nether in the end would solve all of my issues that I've talked about this last hour. No issue with that? Okay, then we're done. I agree. Now we're fully on the same page. Fully same page. No nothing. But okay, whoa, hold on. I know you can't do this with the end. But would it be too far in saying that if we locked the net, you can't do this with the end, so we're just gonna disregard the end. If I locked the nether, you wouldn't ever, even if you unlocked the nether, be able to build a nether portal at your house. Is that fair to say? Like you would have to go to town to go to the nether. But don't be surprised if people show up and decked up diamond instead of netherite. That's fine. That sounds good. Okay. That sounds great. Okay, same page on that. Now, what Ginger just said. Would you guys be upset if I made it so you couldn't enchant or do anything like that at your house? Those are pretty much my two big things that I wouldn't let you do. I would let you have an anvil. Like you could probably have an anvil and buy enchantment books off of like knowledge people like the Ravens. I think buying it at shops or even finding it from whatever, bosses, enemies, quests, whatever. But I think that you shouldn't be able to make the enchantment table at your house. I think it would be the same exact aspect, but you would maybe have to progress a little bit. Okay, I'm going to use the word side quest again, but like not even like a quest line, like a literally talk to Jimmy at the Ender table to unlock the Ender area, talk to Jimmy at the enchantment area to unlock the enchantment area. That would have to be a personal server rule that you would have to have people on our system follow unless you set another portal that is already lit and then in settings turn off the ability to use flint and steel to light portals. That's exactly what I would do, Ginger. That's exactly what I would do with enchantment table too. Let me put it like this. Let there be a designated enchantment place accessible through some means easily enough to people. I agree. Like literally what I'm saying is like you walk up to the enchantment building. It's a fucking, we're picturing it as like a fucking building. You walk up to Jimmy, your quest. And the only reason why I want to put it in a quest is because people could see it no matter what, anytime in their quest book, how to get there. It wouldn't just be like ooh, find Jimmy. And ooh, there's the server has no enchantment. Guess I'm going to leave. It's in your quest book at all times. That is the only reason why I'm saying side quest for stuff like that, is that it would be in your quest book. So it would literally be talk to Jimmy to open the door to the enchantment room. That's it. Just so I could put it as a quest. One thing you could do to limit progression a bit is use Project MMO and have a level requirement on items so you have to progress your weapon and armor. I think that's exactly what I'm thinking, dude. I think that's exactly what I want. Do a quest to a guy and get privilege to access the enchantment table. Exactly, dude. And you could even fucking tie it into the quest because it's knowledge and knowledge based. It would be part of like, it wouldn't be part of the Ravens faction, but maybe Jimmy is a Ravens follower and he's trying to convince you about, and that's where you learn about Raven stuff, even if you're part of the Mystics. Like it could be like a whole, you know what I mean? Like I would love for all potion areas to be part of the Mystics because it's magic. I would love all the blacksmiths to like really be into like the Forest Knights because it's melee, not forcing you to go down that faction, just to give you a little bit of like a, you know what I mean? Then that's not really a quest. That's what I'm saying, Ginger. It's not a quest, but it would be in your quest book. I could literally make it so you walk through the door and the quest completes. Like it would be, it's more of just like a linear, this is what it means. Because I know me for a fact. I know for me, if I join a server like that and I'm playing survival, I'm not really going down the storyline, I'm playing survival. I try to make an enchantment table and it doesn't let me. I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? How to, what it, and if there's no direction, then I'm just, then in my head, I'm like, then you just, maybe just can't enchant in here. And I don't want that. I want it to be like blatantly obvious that this is what you're supposed to do. And that's what we didn't have in the Mystic server, is because the plugin made it so you had to find the NPC to figure shit out. And I don't want that. I could even make it a check mark. Like, remember, and some of you haven't played all the mods with us, there's literally, like, I can pull it up right here. Like, it would be the same quest book mod. See these check marks? You would literally just, it would be like learning how to enchant, and then it would be a check mark. It would tell you what you have to do. Talk to Jimmy, and then you'd click accept. Or I could even make it so you wouldn't even have to click it. I can make it so you have to walk through a doorway. Like, just so it says it here is my only reason why I would want it as a quest. It sounds like Hypixel Skyblock, where you have to use the public enchantment table until you have enough money to enchant XP to use your own. I mean, kinda. Right, that's what I'm saying. Which, like, is fine, since things like endurance basically force you to use armor in the lower tiers to build up to higher tiers in armor. The alternative is taking thousands of damage with no armor, so you can wear iron armor, which is highly illogical. So what you're saying is, if I made it part of that, you would have to work towards it, not the quest, but you would have to work towards enchanting and going up. It would make the world more balanced of like trying to get higher level. Is that what you're saying? So, like, yeah, you could go out and farm for 35,000 levels and enchant all your stuff. Or you could have to go to the enchantment table and progressively work your way up. Also have level requirements. I think that's great. Quest having level requirements is also good. I agree. Would you think that areas having level requirements is a thing or no? I know Minecraft did that. I think they had more of level suggestions. I guess maybe some areas, maybe boss areas, we could have level requirements. Like, you have to be at least level 8 to enter. Like, so it would kind of prevent people from steamrolling, in a sense. Like, you couldn't enter the last boss arena without being level 50. Like, kind of, like, just as an example. Like, I couldn't just spawn in and go in with iron armor. I don't see how this is anything different with maxing out fishing stats by fishing. I guess it's because it's more random. RuneScape requires you to level your stats both so you can use better equipment and be able to do quests. But they don't limit you to doing the quests. They just heavily suggest that you level up. Requires a certain level to equip certain things. Requires a certain level to go certain places. Right. But they're saying overall level, Ginger. They're not saying like you need to be. Well, I guess he is saying that in RuneScape, but I'm saying more of an overall level for everything. Would make it simpler for me and simpler for other people, and keep it more of a more survival aspect, where it wouldn't be like you need to level up your fishing stat. It would be more like you just need to level up, like just base level. The quests you do allow for better and harder content for players. And you're saying like for like let's just say in a skill tree, like you're saying that I shouldn't be able to. Let's just go to like here. Like no, where's the good one? Where's the one with all the fucking with the sword? I'm trying to look for like a more linear one. But like for like here, more linear one. Like you're saying for the quest line, like I don't know what this shit is, right? I don't. We're not thinking this is an actual mod. We're thinking of more of a quest line structure. Okay, you're telling me that I shouldn't be able to just jump to this one without doing this one, this one, this one, and this one first. Like the Minecraft XP bar used for enchantments. I think we would want it to be different, but like, I think like, let's just say for example, like under your fucking character, like let's just say like if we looked at regular Minecraft, I'm hoping there's a mod that would make it so I could still have my enchantment levels, but like over here it would say level 2, where like how there's different stats. Like I guess I can't. What one's the one? Is it? What's the button? Is it I? Yeah, like this. Like this would be your main level bar, but you could still have enchantment bars. You're saying just get rid of enchantments altogether? Because I get the you have to level up fishing to do fishing. You have to level up chopping wood to chop wood. That's what you're trying to get at, right? I don't know if I want that. I mean, there's an argument to be made. We can definitely discuss it. But at that point, at that point, we just, I don't know, man. I think having a base level requirement is cool. Like you must be level 20 to use the enchantment table. It might be extreme. Don't know the level properties yet, but like, I don't know. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could just say get rid of the enchantment table altogether, and just you have to like buy the enchantments that you want to add to your sword. More of a customizable area, and more of like a you have to go to the store. You have to be level 20 to get efficiency 2. You have to be level 30 to get efficiency 3. You have to be level 40 to get efficiency 4. You have to be level 20 to get fortune 1. Like more of like a base scale kind of a thing. What are you doing? That makes more sense. You like that way better? Literally being able to chop down trees faster because you have experience chopping down trees just makes sense. Can't use an iron axe until you have level 15 cutting wood levels. Is that not the same as, like, if we think really broad, Ginger, right? Is that not the same as me saying you have to be overall level 10 to get efficiency 1, and then you have to get more world experience to get, and then you have to be level 2 to get to be able to buy efficiency 2. And then you could go down whatever respective path you wanted to. I guess the leveling for each thing makes it more narrow. I understand. Like, it makes you want to fish and fish and fish and fish and fish to get more fish. Or it makes you want to chop more and chop more and chop more to be able to chop faster. But is it not the same kind of thing? Wood cutting in RuneScape lets you chop down higher tier trees and use faster axes. So I'm kind of just thinking more broad, right? Like, it's kind of this. I guess I might be misunderstanding. But like, if you're level 10, you can only purchase efficiency 1, which makes you chop wood X speed. But then if you level up to level 2 in a more broad, not just like chopping down trees level, but like a more broad level, you got to level 20, then you could get efficiency 2 and it would let you chop down trees a little faster. But then it would go for everything. So then you could kind of like base it on everything. So like level 10 might give you efficiency 1, but it also lets you buy sharpness 1. Or level 20 lets you buy, you know what I mean? I just took a stereotypical name of when you're cutting down trees. I do not know anything about RuneScape. I just vaguely remembered a plugin I saw used once in Minecraft. Oh, I know exactly the plugin you're talking about. And I don't know if I want to go in that direction. I think I would rather just do overall level. 1, I think it'd be a little easier. Just not going to lie. And 2, I think it would make the game, like the like survival aspect. Now we're going to go back to the survival thing. I think it would make the survival thing more easily accessible early on. Instead of like being, you have to focus on fishing to get fishing up, you have to focus on mining to get mining up. I think an overall level would be nice. Overall level would be easier. I think so too. And maybe we could limit it to like, back what I was saying, like you could limit it, especially bigger things. Like you could even go down, like if we really want to, like let's just say we really dove into this right now, right? We really dove in and we're like, okay, you need to be level 10 to buy sharpness 1 from the store. Then to get efficiency or sharpness 2, you have to be level 20, but you might have to go acquire it for the blacksmith. Does that make sense? Like he might not be able to craft you efficiency 2 book because his knowledge isn't good enough at mining speed. So he needs you to go mine 100 pieces of stone to learn more about mining fast. Would you guys be okay with that kind of a side quest thing? You know what I mean? Like you could go in, buy the efficiency 1 at level 10. Cool. For him to start selling efficiency 2, he requires you to not only be level 20, but also have mined 100 blocks of cobblestone. Okay, I'm just going to do it then, Ginger. Because I think that's pretty cool. Makes it more of like a... I think that's pretty cool. Okay, I think we're both... Well, I think we're all on the same page, though. Right? I think we're all there. I think I was trying to limit freedom too much. So we compromise with nether and end being blocked. I think that's cool. I think leveling up should be a world thing, like you do level up generically, not just in tools. I think that you shouldn't be able to build another portal and an end table at your house. All that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. I agree. What are you making? My rice? My food? Have you started? Is it in the box? Because chicken sounds really good. No. Oh, you don't mind? Holy crap. Oh, I don't mind. Don't Superman look at me. All right, chat. So now we need to find more mods that we want, bro. After talking for this long, what did we come up with, bro? I want Apotheos in here. How do you spell it? Because it's just gonna make everything a lot easier. What was it called? Apotheos. We can keep thinking about this later because I'm probably going to pop off. You ever had something explained to you and you kind of sort of get it, but then the person explains it, makes an analogy to be more clear and you understand less? I think we're past it, Ginger. I think we're good. I think we're good, man. I think we got it. Well, chat, I'm going to get off. You guys get some sleep. Think about it more. Think about mods that we might want to add. And then next time we stream, we'll probably try to start jumping in. Okay? Love y'all. Peace out.